Madhuri Yoga. So during our periods nowadays, period cramps, stomach pain, muscle pull, fatigue has become very common. So a lot of times we undergo a lot of pain and we do not know what to do. Don't worry. Today I have a beautiful solution for all of your period related problems. So there are some simple asanas in yoga which you can practice during your period cycle, and it will help you to get relief from your period pains. Now there is always this question as to whether you can practice yoga during your menstrual cycle. The answer is yes, you can definitely practice yoga during your menstrual cycle. Only certain asanas should be avoided, certain practices should be avoided. Example, those practices which put a lot of pressure on the abdominal area. Apart from that, it is actually recommended to be practicing yoga during the menstrual cycle, as it will help you in getting relief from your period pains, your mood swings and your stress related issues. So yes, let's check out these simple asanas. Even if you are a beginner, if you have never practiced asanas before, you can definitely do it. So the first asana that I am going to show you is called butterfly pose. So to practice butterfly pose, you need to open your legs wide apart. This is called Baddha Konasana in Sanskrit. Fold your knees, bring your feet together. Pull your feet closer to your pelvic region. Now, if your knees are not going down completely, that's perfectly alright. You can support your knees with a pillow or something so that you don't have to feel a lot of pressure on the knees. If you feel your feet are not coming closer to your pelvic region, place your hands behind, press your hands and move forward. Hold your feet together, open your feet like a book and stay in this pose as long as you wish to. So this pose helps in opening the pelvic region. So when we feel a lot of cramps in our legs, this is very useful to reduce the cramps. This pose is also useful in all of your menstrual related issues like PCOS, PCOD and even your thyroid problem. Alright. So this was Baddha Konasana. The next pose that I am going to talk about is Shashankasana. To do Shashankasana, you need to come on your knees. Place your buttocks between your heels. So I will show you the back angle. You need to place your buttocks between your heels. So initially, if you feel a lot of pressure is going on your ankles, you may place a pillow below your ankles so that your ankles are painless, and if not, you can initially start off with taking the weight on your toes, and slowly as you get used to the practice, you can bring your feet down and go down completely. Now, from the front angle, a lot of people find it difficult to place the knees together. So you can keep your knees apart. Now what is Shashankasana is that you need to stretch your hands forward, go down completely, take your forehead to the ground. Now for a lot of beginners, probably the forehead may not touch the ground. There are few simple tips to be doing that. So initially, if you are not able to go down completely, let me make it clear that the aim is not to touch the forehead to the ground, but to relax your body. So a lot of people go down by lifting their buttocks up. Make sure you are not doing that. Go down as much as you can. Now another trick is that open your legs little bit wide apart so that your torso goes between your legs. So your stomach and your chest go between your legs and you can go down easily. Stretch your hands as much as you can. Take your forehead to the ground. Relax yourself completely. And slowly come up. Alright, so this was Shashankasana. Next, I shall show you some more poses. For this, you have to lie down on your back. Now, if you do not have a yoga mat, you can also use a bed sheet. You can definitely practice this on the floor. Make sure the floor is clean. It is ideally recommended to not practice this on the bed because the energy on the bed and your yogic energy is completely different. So do not practice on the bed, you can practice this on the floor. So the next asana is Supta Matsyendrasana. Twisting your body gives a lot of relief from your cramps. So fold your legs. Make sure you are bringing your feet close to your buttocks. Now slowly bring your knees down on the right side. Make sure your leg goes down completely. Your upper body should be facing upwards. Open your hands. Your hands should be open to shoulder distance. Now if your legs are bending down on the right side, turn your head towards the left side. So you are twisting your entire body. Now slowly bring your head back to the center. Lift your legs up. Bring your legs down on the other side. Now turn your head to the opposite direction. Bring your head back to the center. Lift your legs up. Stretch your legs. Bring your hands down and relax. So this is a wonderful twist to get relief from your muscle cramps. Now we shall look at another asana called Pavan Mukta Asana. So during our period cycle, all of us feel a lot bloated within our body. So to decrease the sensation of bloating, Pavan Mukta Asana is very, very useful. So once again, fold your knees, lift your feet up, bring your knees close to your chest, hug your knees. Now hold the opposite elbows. If you are not able to hold the opposite elbows, you can just interlock your fingers, whatever seems comfortable to you. You need to remember to keep breathing. Once you are comfortable here, slowly lift your head up, bring your forehead close to your knees. If your forehead is not touching the knees, that's completely alright. Now you may be feeling that your stomach is getting pressed. That is very normal. But make sure you are consciously breathing. Slowly bring your head down. Release your hands. Stretch your legs and relax. Now this asana is very, very useful to release the excess gas in the body. Hence the name Pavan Mukta Asana. Pavan means air, Mukta means releasing, Asana means pose. So when we release unwanted gas in the body, it also helps in releasing the unwanted bloatedness from the body. The last asana that I am going to show you is a beautiful relaxing asana. It is called Viparita Karani. So for this you need the support of the wall. Lie down opposite to the wall. Face your buttocks to the base of the wall. And slowly lift your legs up. Keep your knees straight. Now initially you may not be able to make your buttocks touch the wall. As and when you start practicing, it will be very, very easy for you to do this pose. Open your hands, stretch your hands to shoulder level. Keep your palms open towards the sky. So this is a wonderful relaxing pose. If you want, you may close your eyes and stay in this pose as long as you wish to. Now how to release from the pose? Slowly bend your knees. Turn to one side. Take the support of your palms and slowly come to sitting position. So these were some of the simplest of asanas which will definitely help you to get relief from your painful periods. I hope you found this video useful. You can practice these asanas as often as you can. There are no restrictions per se for these asanas. Even if you are a beginner, you can definitely practice it. And the main important aspect of yoga is Sthiram Sukham Asana. So Sthiram means stability, Sukham means comfort. So as long as you are stable and you are feeling comfortable in an asana, from the asana. So let's meet in the next video. Take care.